Hey, we back in black in the building. Man, another day, another 10 cents. Man, how's everybody doing? You already know I'm gonna hit you with it. Did Jesus come back today? Did he come back? You've been going to Sunday school and singing in the choir and speaking in tongues and shut up about that and all this bullshit. And he ain't came back. And the system of racism and white supremacy is going oops upside your head. Man, what is going on? Shout out to everybody at the Court Plantation. If you're heading to one, that's a good thing. Shout out to everybody that is about their business, trying to make $1 out of 2 cents, not 15 cents. The dominant society has said that way. For every dollar that the Foundation of Black American gets, they get $550. That's what they get. But anyways, man, we got a lot to discuss. Shout out to everybody out there. David for No Compromise. Everybody, man. Johnny, Erica, Florida in the building, stand up. Man, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody out there, man. You know, just figuring like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to just go to work and handle business, do what I need to do. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody, you know, trying to be on their health shit. If you take it, see my shout out to everybody guys that take something to my sister last night before she go to work, you know, because if we don't go to work on payday, that shit gonna hurt. So shout out to everybody out there that's trying to do something better for themselves. Shout out to everybody that's staying focused and do have jobs. I gotta get on this for a second. I'm so sick of motherfuckers that don't have no direction, no job, no nothing. They're not getting up in the morning to try to attempt to do something, but they the one that got all the advice, but don't want to follow their own advice. So I guess shout outs to them motherfuckers too. Man, we gonna talk about a few things, but the main thing, I was watching this documentary, The Boys in Blue. Very, very sad, man. Oh, they had one episode on there where this black quarterback, you know, he's playing on a broken leg. He walked to the bus stop. This white supremacist, we can say suspected, but he's white supremacist, you know, passes by him and turns around and shoots him 3 times. Kills him on the documentary. It's based out of Minnesota. Sad, man. It's about these cops, black brothers that are cops. They got one white cop on there, and he seems, you know, pretty authentic. He might be suspected. I don't know. I'm not around him, but I just feel like we need to do a better job of, you know, kind of protecting our millennials, because our millennials, they hard-headed. They don't like to listen. We're going to talk about that today, too. Let's get into it. There we go. Had to cut that clown ass shit down. But yeah, man. It's so funny. And the reason why I say it's so funny, because Dana White, I think that is very, very ironic. He slapped the shit out of his bitch. But Ray Rice slapped the shit out of his bitch. He gets kicked out of the NFL. Nothing. It's like he don't even exist. Dana White slaps the shit out of his bitch, and it's like nothing ever happened. He should be fired from that job of UFC. They should pay him out. You can't work here no more. You're damaging our brand. But Ray Rice gets fired. The motherfuckers want to tell me about racism and white supremacy. Man, stop. Stop. That's the problem, man. We make a lot of excuses for other people, but we don't make excuses for our own people. You know what I mean? Okay, those instances were private instances that should be kept private. That's right. But somebody leaked that elevator footage, right? About Ray Rice. Okay, well, that footage was leaked to Dana White. Same punishment should happen to him. You slapped the shit out of your bitch, just like Ray Rice did. See, but the rules that we go by, the social game rules, those don't apply. The rules that they get don't apply to us. It's called $1 million worth of whiteness. It's called the complexion for the protection. And in this system, you will always get the affection that you need. I don't think people understand that. That's why, I love my black church. My black church, look, let me tell you something. You grew up in church, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, But church don't teach you how to deal with racism and white supremacy. But Dr. Claude Anderson does. Dr. Francis Cress Welsing does. Neely Fuller Jr. does. Dr. Joy DeGruy does. Dr. John Henry Clark does. So Dr. Ben does. Dr. Amos Wilson does. Professor Griff does. Tariq Nasheed does. Zoe Williams does. There's so many people that are teaching about racism and white supremacy, and I don't think we paid attention. A lot of it is these millennials. I feel like technology has helped but hurt, because the millennials feel like they don't have to listen to the previous generation because, we have all this technology, but that technology is not for you. That technology is for the dominant society. That's why when you go to Silicon Valley, it ain't no black people there like that. Oh, it's people of color, but not black, not foundational black Americans. They keep you locked and boxed out of that. Just like Dr. Claude Anderson teaches about the nation's wealth held in the hands of the dominant society. You know what I mean? But here we are sitting around here not listening to each other, want to fight each other about shit that don't even matter. The thing that I say to our black men, us, we got to stop worrying about shit that don't matter. We're so worried about what kind of car nigga got or how much money he makes and all this other stuff. That shit don't even matter, man. It should matter to you personally. It should matter to you in a team situation. Because in a team situation, we should understand that. You know what I mean? That's why I just feel like, give people a compliment, and I get it. This is what I think it is. And I'm going to say my piece. I think a lot of the times we are being raised by bitter bitches, hater niggas are raising a lot of these children, and it's festering in the children where they have this hater mentality. They don't want to see niggas win. That's why I call it the bitter bitch syndrome, the hater nigga syndrome. Like, you don't even know about that person, but you don't want that person to win, but you don't know about them. But when a dominant society person come around or another racial group come around, you all up in their face, smiling with them. And I feel like it's rampant in the foundational black American community. I'm talking about as far as the social engineering programs that our parents are using. Like, you have to upgrade those programs. And you need to download something else into your hard drive about teaching your kids about having intrinsic value in who they are. You know what I mean? We have to have intrinsic value. Women, we have to stop putting, in my personal opinion, guys, stop putting your personal feelings in front of the feelings of your child. Like, your job is to make sure your child carries on the name of the family and handles business, and they are very prepared to handle business in the United States of America Incorporated, and we're not doing that. And we're not talking about our mistakes. And the reason why it is because niggas so on Ray Rice, but Dana White slapped the shit out of his bitch, and ain't nothing happened to him. He's still walking around. Oh, it was a misunderstanding. Misunderstanding? We just seen you slap the shit out of her. Ray Rice do the same thing. They do a public forum. They suspend him. Then, you're done. He ain't been able to play in the NFL since. That girl ruined his career. And you got to know who you're dealing with. We need to start socializing our kids like, hey, this is no diss. We need to start socializing our kids. You want to date a woman? Okay, well, what do you have to offer that broad that you about to date? If it's your son, well, what do you have to offer? And we got to start socially engineering our young daughters and our young black women too, to have self-esteem and to have intrinsic value in who you are. Because I'm going to tell you right now, when you're opening up your legs for every nigga that come around, you're devaluing your you devaluing your pussy hole. I'm sorry to be this blunt, but this is what it is. And I'm a nigga, I'm checking the Carfax. And you don't want to have a whole bunch of miles on your pussy hole. Once you get to 100,000 miles, you need your transmission dropped and flushed. And you need your radiator, your check engine light then came on that pussy hole. Because like, goddamn. So it's like we have to start socially engineering our children to have more confidence in who they are and to have intrinsic value in who they are. Because once we start socializing them that, then they'll see each other and lift each other up. I don't want to hear this, hey, what's happening, King? What's happening, Queen? But then we're not showing the actions of what it is. You know what I mean? And the reason why I'm saying that is, too, is because Ray Rice, this is my opinion. The situation that happened with Ray Rice, that was very unfortunate. But we have to start teaching our young black women, stop antagonizing black men. Stop doing that. Now look, Ray Rice just slapped her. White men will kill you. So it's like, we have to start doing a better job as a community. Like, hey man, don't be antagonizing no nigga. Don't get all up in his face. Don't be pointing your face. Don't do that. That's a man. Don't do that. And we got to start teaching men, hey man, carry yourself with some dignity and some self-respect. Get up, go to work, be the leader naturally, handle your business. We have to start teaching young men, don't lay up on bitches. Do not lay up on women. You know what I'm saying? Lay up on yourself. You know what I mean? Because the rules that apply to the dominant society don't apply to us. That's why it's very necessary for us to have value in each other, because that's all we got. Because look at Dana White, like I keep saying, he slapped the shit out of his woman. Nothing happened to him. They act like the shit didn't even happen. Ray Rice do it. It's all across the news. He's a woman beater, all this other shit. See, because the rules don't apply to us. That those rules they get, they don't apply to us. They get their own separate rules. It's just like working at the corporate plantation. How many times have y'all heard me say, I've witnessed supervisors doing fucking dope in the goddamn bathroom, and everybody know this person is high. Don't nobody say nothing because he white. Nobody says, hey man, what the fuck is this, bro? Nah, man, it's some bullshit. And the reason why that is because their rules are different from our rules. That's why we got to be hard on each other in a way of lifting each other up. Like, nah, man, don't do that. That's why it's very important. Anybody in my family, look, man, you don't want to be that person where every time, oh, I remember that when I used to party and kick it in club and all this other stuff. And then when I started to like realize, like, all right, I got to handle business. I'm trying to buy property. I'm trying to do shit. The very people, they were so used to the party Warren. Oh, man, Warren, let's go kick, let's go to the club. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Oh, man, why you acting weird? No, nigga. Hey, man, I got to handle business now. And you know what? Let me tell you something I did. I just separated myself from people like that. It bothered them more than it bothered me because, nigga, I got goals, dreams, ambitions, shit that I want to do. Now, those very people that didn't handle business, that's on them as far as partying and hanging out and bullshit. But sometimes you got to separate yourself from people when you got goals, dreams, ambitions. Because, again, I'm going to say this. The rules that the dominant society get don't apply to us. Like, we don't get the same rules. Because I'm going to say it again. He slapped the shit out of his woman. Yeah, she hit him first. He slapped the shit. The same shit that happened with Ray Rice. But it's the same instance, but different outcomes. Ray Rice lost all his money. Whatever money he had, he probably held on to it. I don't know what it is he's doing. I hope that brother's doing well. But Dana White going to continue to make money, still the president, whatever the fuck he is at the UFC. They don't care about him damaging the brain because he's white. And I don't think we have that same type of mentality because we think that we get the same rules. Just because they let you in the same doors and give you different opportunities than the average black man, you think, oh, I'm like them. No, you're not like them. And we have to understand that, man. Like I said, go watch that footage of Dana White. Keep the same energy with this motherfucker that you have with Ray Rice. That's all I'm saying, man. Shout out to everybody else. And anybody making excuses for Dana White, Stephen A. Smith, and all the rest of them, you need Sambo Rehab. That's what you need. And in Sambo Rehab, you know what? We can put a packet together for you. You need to watch the Hidden Colors documentaries. You need to watch you need to read the ISIS papers. You need to read Dr. Claude Anderson's Black Labor, White Wealth. And then you need to read Dr. Joy DeGroove's Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome. You need to read those. That's a part of the Sambo Rehab package. You need to read that. A lot of people, they don't read. They just go out and say whatever because the dominant society is backing them. Well, if you're saying shit and the dominant society ain't checking you, you're saying the wrong shit. And you already know what it is, man. I'm out. Guilty, nigga. Peace.